Okay, so welcome to the continuation of the probability. This is the addition rule. So sa addition rule natin, we have to tackle mutually exclusive events first, no? So two events A and B are mutually exclusive if they cannot occur at the same time. Ibig sabihin, they uh, didn't overlap. No, for example, if you have an event A and event B, and if wala silang overlap of the values or data sets, then A and B are mutually exclusive. However, if we have an intersection of the data sets of event A and event B, say for example, this region is A and B, then A and B, the events A and B are not mutually exclusive, because they overlap. So to give us more of the example, if we have to decide if the two events are mutually exclusive, let's say for example, the event A, when you roll a die, a number less than 3 on a die. So ano ba yung mga number less than 3? Automatically, we have 1 and 2. No, that's the event A. Doon sa event B naman natin, if we have, um, let me check. Okay. Sa event B naman natin, we have the roll a 4 on a die. So we have datum na 4. So since these two is wala silang common, no, hindi sila nag-overlap, they don't have any common um, value, no, or datum within their respective events, then these events cannot happen at the same time, no. So the events are mutually exclusive, no. Pag hindi walang common and hindi nag-overlap, automatically they are mutually exclusive. So in the addition rule, the probability that event A or B will occur is given by the probability of A or B such that is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. So also, if we have to write that on our notation, we can just say that sa addition rule natin, we can say that the probability of A union, pag or automatically it's union, no, is B is equal to the probability of the A plus the probability of the B minus the probability of A intersecting B, no. So ilalagay lang natin yung mga notations natin, no. We say that um, pag and yung gamit, pag or yung gamit natin, pag or yung nasa notation natin, it's just equal to the union, no. Pag A, pag or means union, no. And then if and yung gamit sa sentence natin or sa problem natin, automatically it's an intersect, no. This is an intersect or intersection, no. So sa addition rule natin, we have the probability of A union B or B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus the probability of A intersect B. No? So if the events A and B are mutually exclusive, then the rule can be simplified. So if mutually exclusive sila, then automatically matatanggal yung intersect natin nila. It's because the intersect of the mutually exclusive is zero. No, ibig sabihin, if mutually exclusive, we have the probability of A union B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B. Matatanggal to, is equal. This uh, expression is zero. Example, you roll a die find the probability that you roll a number less than 3 or a 4. So, dun sa example natin kanina, um, we have the probability of, let's say, the event A, no, is equal to, ilan ba yung mga number na less than 3? The 1 and 2. So, you have two numbers out of 6 numbers, no? And the probability of B is just the number 4, which is 1 over 6, no? So, lalagay natin yung mga event ha. Yung event A has a data, ano yung mga data nila? We have 1 and 2. Then sa event B, ang mga nasa sa loob niya lang is yung 4 lang. So that's why 2 over 6, this is 1 over 6. So if we have to add, no, this data, no, you have to find the probability that you roll a number which is A or the B, no? And that is equal to the plus, no? Since they are mutually exclusive, automatically that's 2 over 6 plus 1 over 6, and that gets give you 3 over 6 or 0.5. Okay, so another example here, a card is randomly selected from a deck of cards. So, isang card lang out of the deck of cards. So, the deck of cards has 52. No? So, n of the sample natin, no? Sample space natin is equal to 52. Now, yeah. Find the probability that a card is jack or the card is heart. So, first is we have to find the probability ng jack natin. Ilan ba yung jack natin na makikita sa isang standard deck of card? Ilan yung jack natin? Automatically, we have 4 jack, no? The jack of diamond, the jack of hearts, jack of spades, and the jack of clover. So, we have 4. So, that's 4 over 52. Now, or the card is a heart. So, ano ba yung mga heart natin? So, ano yung mga heart natin? We have uh, one of hearts or a last of hearts, ace of hearts pala, ace of hearts, two of hearts, three of hearts, four of hearts, hanggang sa king of hearts. So, ilan lahat yun sila? 13. No? So, 13 lahat yung hearts natin over 52. So, we have to select a jack or a heart. So, we have to find the probability of the A or. So, or siya union B, no, or for hearts. So, that will give you the, um, lagyan na lang natin. Yeah. Or pwede rin natin sabihin na it's the probability of, ang A natin is the jack, di ba? Of the jack, union your heart. So, so pwede rin ganyan yung ilalagay natin. So, here, yung probability nito, no, probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of the jack intersecting the hearts. Okay? So, or we can just say here that what's the probability of the jack plus the probability of the hearts and minus the probability that it's a jack of hearts. Uh, hearts. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, we have, if we put some numbers on it, no, the probability of A is equal, the probability of jack is we have 4 over 52, and then the probability that it's a heart is equal to 13 over 52, and the probability na it's a jack at the same time heart siya, nag-iisa lang si jack of hearts, no? Nag-iisa lang siya sa deck natin, so that's why 1 over 52 siya. And that will equal to 16 over 52 or equal to 0.308. Okay. And another example here, we have 100 college students um, were surveyed and asked how many hours a week they've spent studying. The results are in the table below. So ito yung results ng ginawa na study. Find the probability that a student spends between 5 and 10 hours or more than 10 hours of studying. Okay? So, we have students here, and then ito yung distribution nila, no? We say na, what are the numbers of students less than 5? So, 24 silang lahat, 11 is lalaki, and 13 is female. Sa 5 to 10 hours naman, ang dami ng estudyante is 46, no? 22 are male, 24 are female. So, more than 10 naman, you have 30 students, 16 are male, and 15 is, 14 is the female. No, so lahat ng male na nag-participate is 49, lahat ng female na nag-participate is 51. So if you're gonna add that, that will give you 100. Okay, so ang una talagang gagawin natin is we have to determine the event A and B. No, so para hindi mahaba yung pagsusulat ninyo, you just note na the A, no, the probability of first is A. The probability of A. Yung A natin, pwede natin i-designate si A na between 5 to 10 hours. So, ilan ba yung mga estudyante na nag-participate na nagsa-study daw sila ng 5 to 10 hours? So, automatically, it's 46. So, the probability of A happening is 46 over 100. Now, doon naman sa more than 10 hours, ilang students ba yung nag-10 hours? Automatically, we can denote that as the probability of the B. No, that's the probability of this number of students na more than 10 hours siya nag-study, they spend studying. So that's 30 over 100. No, 30 over 100. Now the question is, find the probability that the students spends between 5, that's the probability of the A, or is union, and more than 10 hours study, that's the event B. So automatically, since hindi sila nag-overlap, no, walang overlapping na nangyari o walang common sa kanila, no, it's properly segmentized yung mga student natin. Ibig sabihin, naka-segment yung mga students natin. So we have the probability of A. First question is if mutually exclusive sila or not. So if they are mutually exclusive, automatically the A intersect B is equal to 0. So the probability of A is 46 over 100. Ay, swat na lang natin. So you have the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of um, A intersect B. So that will give you, here is 46 over 100 plus 30 over 100, and then this is 0. And that will give us an answer of 76 over 100, or 0.76. Another example, so this is the general rule. No? In practice, the probability of two or more events are usually considered. No? If we let A and B be events, then these two events can be combined to form another event. The event that at least one of the events A or B will happen is denoted by union B. No? Ibig sabihin, or yung gagamit natin sa kanila because it uses at least one of the events. The event that both events A and B will occur is denoted by A intersect B. So, ito na yung general equation natin. Now, sinabi rin kanina dito that the events A and B are mutually exclusive if they cannot occur both at the same time. This simply implies that the occurrence of event A exclude the occurrence of B and vice versa. So, walang common na data dun sa events mo. So therefore, the probability of A intersect B has no sample point, which is equal to 0. The previous equation will then be look like this. So let's have an example again here. Naka-number na ako. So number one, consider a rolling of a die and the events of getting an odd number, an even number, and a perfect square. Determine the probability of the following. So consider rolling a die. No, automatically the S here is uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, and the n of S is equal to 6. So you have six numbers there. No, so the event of getting an odd number. So first maggawa tayo ng event A. Ano ba yung mga odd number natin? 1, 3, and 5. No, and then even number, let's denote that's the event B. So even number 2, 4, 6. And a perfect square, ano yung perfect squares natin? We have 1, 4. No? So determine the probability. Letter A, we have to find an odd number or an even number. So find the probability of an odd number or an even number. So or is union. No? So that's probability of A plus the probability of B plus the probability of the intersect. So, ano ba yung probability natin ng A natin? We have 3, no? Because it's NA is equal to 3. We have NB is equal to 3. And then NC is equal to 2. So, automatically, the probability is the number of the events over the number of the opportunities. So, a number of events natin, no, dun sa A is equal to 3. So, we have 3 over 6. And then plus B, 3 over 6. May nag-overlap ba? Um, Question ko, may nag-overlap ba dun sa uh, problem natin? Wala, no? It's because 1, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6 are very unique to each other. So, ibig sabihin, plus your, minus your 0, and that will give you 1. No? So, ibig sabihin, it will happen all the time. No? Again, the probability has ranges 0 to 1. 0, ibig sabihin no occurrence at all. 1, ibig sabihin always occurring. No? So, kahit anong kuha mo doon, pwede siya maging odd, pwede siya maging even. Letter B, an even number or a perfect square. So, this implies that two events can occur both at the same time. Therefore, the events are non-mutually exclusive events. Bakit nangyayari na non-mutually exclusive event? Kasi meron tayong 4 between them. So, that's probability of an even number in union the perfect square. So, yung data natin dito is 2, sa B is 2, 4, 6, sa C is 1, 4. So, may common sila na 4. So, bibilangin natin ngayon kung ano yung common sa kanila. Automatically, we have the N of B union, intersect C is equal to 1, no? Meron tayong isang number which is number 4, no? Or pwede natin ilagay into B intersect C, ang data is 4. Okay, so you have only one number of sample point. So ang gagawin natin dito, the probability of the B is 3 over 6, the probability of the C is 2 over 6, and we have the probability of B intersecting C is equal to 1 over 6. No? So, 3 plus 2, 5, minus 4, and minus 1 is equal to 4. So, that's 4 over 6. No? Or we can just say that it's 0.667. Okay? So, number 2. Question number 2, a card is drawn from an ordinary deck of 52 playing cards. Again, pag sinabi natin deck of cards, 52 agad yan. Find the probability. So we have the NS, no, is equal to 52. No. Um, letter A, an ace or a queen. So bibilangin natin ano ba yung mga ace and queen natin. So the number of ace, ilan ba yung ace natin sa standard deck of card? Apat, no? And then, the number of queen, NB. Ilan ba yung queen natin? Apat din. no? Bakit apat? Again, we have the diamond, we have the heart, we have the uh, clover, and then meron din tayong spade. No? Kaya apat yan. So, the probability that A will happen is 4 over 52, and the probability of B to happen is equal to 4 over 52. Now, what is the probability of getting an ace or a queen? So that will give you 4 over 52 plus 4 over 52. May overlapping ba sila? Wala. No? So that's minus 0 is equal to 8 over 52, or simply 0.154. Okay? Letter B, a queen or a face card. So, lalagay natin here, um, syempre, mag-iiba na naman tayo ng uh, number natin, no? So, the N B, automatically that's your queen, no? Yun yung sa previous number natin. The queen is 4, apat yung queen, and a face card. Ilan ba yung face card natin? Let's say, assuming na it's event C. Ilan yung face cards natin? Yung faces natin, we have the jack, we have the queen, and the king. But each of them na face kay merong apat na, sorry, apat na suits. We have the diamond. Pag sabing suits ha, ibig sabihin yun yung mga kulay nila, and at the same time yung kung ano yung kung ano bulak nila ba. So pwedeng diamond, hearts, clover, and this page. So 4 times 3 will give you 12. So you have 12 face cards. No, so you have to get the probability of a queen or a face card. So, ano yung probability ng queen natin? Again, it's 4 over 52 um, plus the probability of face cards 12 over 52. Question ko, is this mutually exclusive or not? Again, they are not mutually exclusive because they overlap in some point where you have a queen in a face card. No? So, ilan ba yung queen mo at the same time yung face card mo? Ano? Queen siya at the same time face card. So lahat naman kasi ng queen, yung apat na queen, yung Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Clover, Queen of Spades, lahat yun face card eh. Okay, lahat yun is face card. So ibig sabihin, ang mutually exclusive nila, apat over 52. No? It's a queen at the same time a face card. So apat yun. So that will give you, ito automatically cancel, that's 12 over 52, or it's 0.231. Okay, letter B, a black card or a queen. So a black card, so since wala pa tayong black card, so let's say ND. So ilan ba yung black cards natin sa standard deck of cards natin? No? We have 26. Bakit? Yung spades is 13. No, we have 13 spades. No, the ace of spade, two of spade, three of spade, up to king of spade. And then meron dito clover. Yung clover natin, black din yung clover natin ha. So we have the ace of clover, two of clover, king of clover. No? So we have 26. So we have 26 black cards na meron sa standard deck of cards. And you have your N of a queen, which is equal to, ilan ba? Ilan ba yung queen natin? 4. No? And then, wait lang, ilalagay ko lang din pala dito that the N of the B intersect C is equal to 4. Dito, ilan ba yung queen, ilan ba yung black card na queen? Black card at the same time queen, or queen at the same time black card? Ilan ba yung black card at the same time queen? No? So you have dalawa lang. No, that's the queen of spades and queen of clover. So dalawa. So um therefore, if you're gonna get the probability that it's a black card or a queen that will give you 26 over 52 plus 4 over 52 minus 2 over 52. No? So that will give us 26 plus 4, it's 30 minus 2, 28 over 52, or it's 0.538. Okay? So number 3, you are going to roll a pair of dice. So dalawang dice yung gagawin natin, no? The first die and the second die. Okay, find the probability of getting the sum that is even or the sum that is a multiple of 3, no? So, yung mga event natin sa event A, we designate event A, is ano yung combination or ano yung pairing mo dito sa um, event no, sa dice na magkakaroon ka ng yung sum nila is even. So ano ba yung mga even natin ng mga sum, no? Pwede kang mag 1 and 3, no? Sa dice mo, no? Pwede kang mag 1 and 5, and pwede kang mag 1 1, no? 1 1. So lahat ito even kasi 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 plus 5 is equal to 6, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So lahat yan even. So ngayon, isusulat mo lahat ng pairings, no, or pair mo na magkakaroon ka ng even. Like for example, ang pinaka-last na pwede mong gawin dito is 6, 6. Now, 6 plus 6 is 12. So, that's an even number. No? So, paano natin like titingnan dito? For example, sa first die mo, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No? Para makita natin kung ilan ba yung number of sample points mo. And then sa second die mo, pwedeng ang 1, pwede mong i-partner kay sarili niyang 1, pwede mong i-partner kay 3, pwede mong i-partner kay 5. Si 2, pwede mong i-partner kay, kasi ang 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, so hindi pwede. So, pwede mong i-partner kay 2, pwede mong i-partner kay 4, pwede mong i-partner kay 6. Si 3 naman, pwede mong i-partner kay 1, pwede mong i-partner kay 3, pwede mong i-partner kay 5. Kay 4 is 2, 4, 6. Ito, 1, 3, 5. This is 2, 4, 6. So that will give you, so ilan na to? We have 6. No? So you have a number of 6 here, and you have 1, 2, 3, 3. So ibig sabihin, 6 times 3 is equal to 18. So the n of the event, the number of sample points of event A is equal to 18. Okay? 18 siya. And then, yung event B naman natin is or sum that is multiple of 3. So ano ba yung mga multiple of 3 natin? No? Ang sum daw nila is multiple of 3. So yung mga multiples of 3 natin ay 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Yun yung multiples of 3 natin. Ngayon, isa-sum mo daw lahat ng dice mo into multiple of 3. Like for example, ang first die mo is 1, and then the second die mo is 2. That's a multiple of 3 kasi 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Pwede rin na 1 plus and 5. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. That's a multiple of 3. No? And so on and so forth. Hanggang sa makakuha ka ng 6, ano yung pwede sa 6? 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. So that's a multiple of 3. And so on and so forth. So, paano natin yung titingnan? Sa first die natin, pwede tayong mag-designate ng 1, 2, 6, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then sa second die mo, si 1, pwede, pwede lang siya sa 2 and 5. No? Si 2, pwede siya kay 1 and 4. Si 3, pwede siya kay 3 and 6. Si 4 is 2 and 5, no? Si 5 is 1 and 4. And si 6 is 3 and 6. So, ilan lahat to? 6. Ilan lahat ang kada isa nito is 2, no? So, that's 6 times 2, we have 12. And then the number of sample points of the event B now is equal to 12. Okay? So, the ang question, let's go back to the question. The probability of getting A union B is the probability doon sa um, even number natin, which is 18 over, ilan yung sample points natin? Doon natin magkakaroon ng sample points. No? Yung sample, no, sample space pala. Yung sample space natin, we have 6 faces here times 6 faces here, so we have 36. No? Ibig sabihin, the n of the sample space is equal to 36. So that's 18 over 36. I'm gonna go down here. Plus you have 12 over 36. May nagkon ba? Nag-intersect ba? Meron. For example, say 1 nag-intersect siya kay 5. No, 1 5, we have 1 5 here. No, so ibig sabihin, let's make an intersect na lang dito. We have um, um, A intersect B, no, is for example yung 1 5 natin. Ano pa ba? 1 5, we have sa 2. Sa 2 nag-intersect si 2 4. So we have 2 4, and then sa 3 is we have 3 3. 3 3. Sa 4 we have 2, yeah, we have 4 2. Sa 5 is we have 1 5 1. Sa 6 we have 6, so 6 6. So, so ilan lahat yon? 1, 2. So, the number of sample points of A intersect B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. So, automatically, yung intersect natin is 6 over 36. So, if mag-add and minus ka, that will give you 0.67. Okay? Number 4. A student goes to the library and check out that 40% of the work of our work of fiction, 30% are non-fiction, 20% are either fiction or non-fiction. What is the probability that the student check out a work of fiction, a non-fiction, or both? So automatically, the probability of a fiction, let's say, the probability of the fiction, ilan yung probability ng fiction natin? 40%, so 0.4. The probability of non-fiction is 20%, so 0.2. And the probability um, that either, so ibig sabihin natin either or, no? So, the probability of a fiction intersect, union, non-fiction is equal to, this is 0.3, sorry, namali ako. The non-fiction is 0.3. And we have 0.2 here. So, what is the probability of work of fiction? So, may sagot na tayo. And the non-fiction and the both. Okay? Number 5. The probability that Anita will buy a machine is 7.5. 7 all over 11. So, let's denote that as the probability of A, no? Or the probability that she will buy is 7 over 11. And the probability that she will buy the machine B, no? So the machine A is 7 over 11. The machine B is 5 over 11. If the probability of buying either machine A and B is 9 over 11, dapat or to ha, dapat or. Kasi naka-either ka naman eh. What's the probability of buying either machine A or machine B is 9 over 11. So that's probability of A, either. Pag either, automatically, union siya. Union B is equal to 9 over 11. Now, what is the probability of buying the two machines? So, if sabihin, yung two machine, both bibilihin mo. So, the probability of, so we have to find the probability of both machine A intersect B. Okay? So, we have to follow the formula lang dun sa addition rule natin. So, we have the P A union B the plus the is equal to probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A intersect B. So, ito we have 9 over 11. We have here we have 7 over 11 plus we have not 5 over 11 is equal minus PA intersect B. So, ibig sabihin, PA intersect B is equal to 3 over 11. Sorry. So, number 6, a community swim team has 150 members. So, you have 150 members. 75 of the members are advanced swimmers. So, meron tayong, let's say, the A are the advanced swimmers. Um, and then we have your B as your intermediate swimmers. And then you have your C as the novice swimmers. Okay. And then um, we have also, so the 75 of the advanced swimmers, no, we have, so N of the A is 75, and then 47 are intermediate. So N of the B is equal to, um, we have 47, and the novice is 40. Ano? And the remainder pala, N of the C. So, ibig sabihin, pag kukunin natin yung remainder niya, 75 plus 47, and then imamanage natin sa 150, that will give us 28 our novice. Okay, so 40 of the advanced swimmers practice 4 times a week. So, meron pa pala tayong ibang designation dito. No? May iba pa tayong designation. We say that D is yung advanced swimmers na 40 times a week. 4 times a week pala. So, advanced na 4 times a week. Si E, pwedeng advanced na intermediate na 4 times a week. And then si F is we have the advanced na novice 4 times a week. So, ibig sabihin, N of the advanced swimmers practice 4 times a week. N of E is equal to 40. N of F, D pala. And then 30 are intermediate. 30 of the intermediate swimmers are 4 times practice 4 times a week. So that's 30. Then N of F, 10. Okay, so the question is, suppose one member of the swim team is randomly chosen. So mag-randomly chose ka. Answer the questions and verify the answers. For example, letter A, What is the probability that a member is a novice swimmer? So, novice swimmer, we have 28, we have 150. So, automatically, that's 28 over 150 or 0.187. Letter B, what is the probability that a member practice 4 times a week? So, ilan ba yung mga members na nagpa-practice 4 times a week? So, 40 plus 30 plus 10, that's 80. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng nagpa-practice 4 times a week is 80 over 150. So, that will give us 0.533. Letter C. What is the probability that a member is advanced swimmer and practice 4 times a week? So advanced swimmer and practice 4 times a week. Automatically, advanced swimmers and 4 times a week. So yung mga advanced swimmers na nagpo 4 times a week is 40 silang lahat. So that's 40 over 150 or just 0.267. Letter D. What is the probability that a member is an advanced swimmer and an intermediate swimmer? Are they mutually exclusive? So, yung probability ng advanced swimmer natin is equal to 75 over 150. Yung probability ng intermediate swimmers natin are 80. Wait lang. Intermediate swimmers. Ilan ba yung intermediate swimmers natin? 47. And the intermediates, the probability that a member is an advanced swimmer is 8 is 75, and then yung intermediate natin is 47 lang. So are they mutually exclusive? Automatically hindi, no? Kasi walang overlapping sa kanila. So therefore, the probability that a member is an advanced swimmer and and dapat advanced swimmer and an intermediate swimmer. So, ibig sabihin, pag and kasi is intersect. So, A intersect, sorry. A intersect B is automatically 0. But if we had to find the member, no, or probability of a member that is advanced swimmer or an intermediate swimmer, so if or, lagay ko nga, if sinabing or, no, we have probability of A union B, we have 75 over 150 plus 47 over 150, that will give uh that that will give us uh alam yan, 47 plus 1 75 plus 47 over 150. You have 0.8133. Okay? If nag-OR yung problem. Pero kasi yung sagot lang talaga dito is 0 kasi it's intersect. So, after the addition rule, pupunta tayo dun sa conditional probability. And multiplication rule. So, sa conditional probability muna tayo. I think conditional probability muna. Okay, so sa conditional probability naman, from its word conditional, so ibig sabihin may condition ka, no? Ibig sabihin meron kang criteria muna bago mangyari si probability mo or bago mangyari si event mo. So meron mo ng preceding na parang criteria doon sa event mo. Okay? So a conditional probability is the probability of an event occurring given that another event has already occurred. Ibig sabihin, sorry, meron ng previously na nangyari na event. Now, for example, this notation, it has a notation of P, the probability of the B given A. So, slash lang yan siya. Slash lang. So, ibig sabihin nito, what is the probability of B given meron kang previously occurred na event? So si A dito, yung denominator usually dito sa parang slash is the previous na event mo or yung criteria mo. No? So the probability of B given A. No? Dapat si A has already occurred ha. So example, yun lang yung definition ng conditional probability. So example, there are 5 red chips, 4 blue chips, and 6 white chips. So we have 5 red, 4 blue, and then we have 6 white in a basket. So if 2 chips are randomly selected, so we have to select 2 chips. Find the probability that the second chip is red given that the first chip is blue. Okay? So that um, find the probability that the second chip is red given that the first chip is blue. So ibig sabihin, yung 'di ba, makadalawa ka makakuha ng chips. So, ngayon yung first na ginawa mo, pag bunot mo ng isang chip, that's the blue, no? Given that the first chip is blue. So the second chip mo daw is red. Okay? So, yung pagkuha mo nung blue, hindi mo na siya binalik. So, kinuha mo ng, so yung sa first na pag-draw mo, kumuha ka ng chip mo, which is the blue, and then sa second mo, kumuha ka na naman ulit, which is red. Na, ngayon, sorry, gagawin natin is that, hindi natin i-replace si chip. Kasi kinuha mo na si blue, hindi mo na siya ibabalik ulit. So, the probability of selecting a red chip, so for example, what is the probability of getting the red chip? Let's say the probability of A, which is the red. That's, so ilan to lahat? 5 plus 4, 9, 15 chips. So the probability of red is 5 over 15. Then the probability of choosing the, let's say, blue is equal to, ano ba? Ilan to? 4 over 15, and the probability of the C is equal to 6 over 15. Now, assumingly na may kinuha ka na na blue, so nagkuha ka na ng blue, pag nakuha mo na yung blue, ilan na lang yung natira? N of the probability of A given, wait lang, given B. Kasi B naman yung blue natin eh. So, so ilan na lang? Hmm? Wait lang. Ilan na lang yung chips mo pag pinuha mo na yung blue? 14 na lang, no? So, if blue is chosen, then 14 chips are left. No? So, you have 14 chips left na lang. Ilan yung red mo doon? Yung 5 pa rin. So, ibig sabihin, the probability of selecting the A given B has already selected is equal to 5 over 14, which is equal to 0.357. Okay, another example here, we have 100 college students who were surveyed and asked how many hours a week they spend studying. No? So itong 100, parang pareha dun sa kanina na example. The results are in the table below. Find the probability that a student spends more than 10 hours. So ito yung mga students na more than 10 hours studying, given that the student is a male. No, given that the student is a male. So the sample space consists of 49 pala. We have 49 male students. Bakit naging 49 male students? We have male here, and then another male here, then males here. So yung lahat ng males natin is 49 students. Of these 49, sa lahat ng 49, 16 students spend more than 10 hours a week. So we have 16 students na nag-aaral ng 10 hours a week. So now the question is, find the probability that a student spends 10 hours, which is a male. So the probability na 10 hours, no, the designated A, B, no, which A is more than 10 hours and B is a male, no, is equal to, ilan ba sila? We have 16 over 49. Automatically, 0.327. So more or less, si conditional probability is like, si denominator mo, siya yung mas malaki yung, uh, siya yung mas malaki ang like, ang number niya. Like for example, si male mo is 49 and then si student not more than 10 hours is 16. No? So, dapat always si probability is less than 1. Less than or equal to 1. Greater than or equal to 0. Independent events, so aside from the so yung binigay ko na example kanina, yung red chips kasi, ang nangyari, once na kinuha mo na si blue chips, maapektuhan ngayon yung next na kukunin mo. Kasi magiging 14 na lang yung na tira. So, in some sort, no, nagiging dependent siya. Dito naman, dun sa male and female, dun sa college students, it's totally independent, no, si male and si female. Tas independency less than 5, independency 5 to 10, and independency more than 10. So, to talk more about on the independent events, two events are independent if the occurrence of one of the events does not affect the probability of the other events. So, automatically from its word na independent, no? Hindi nagkakaroon ng like connection or like hindi naapektuhan ng um, first event si second event. Two events A and B are independent if sinasabi nating the probability of event B given A is equal to probability of B, or the probability of A given B is equal to probability of A. No? Hindi siya naapektuhan. So these events are not independent, the events that are not independent are dependent. So ibig sabihin, kung magkakaroon ka lang ng probability of B given A, pag hindi nakaka-apekto si A kay B, automatically, the probability of B na lang. Or um, probability of A given B, kung hindi nakaka-apekto si B kay A, probability of A na lang. Example, um, so we have independence events. So example, decide if the events are independent or dependent. Selecting a diamond from a deck of cards A. So we have the event A. So the probability of the event A, no? Ibig sabihin, a diamond from a standard deck of cards. Ilan ba yung diamond natin? 13, no? Because ace of diamonds hanggang king of diamonds. You have 13 over 52. From a standard deck of card, putting it back in the deck. So, kumuha ka ng diamond mo, and then ibabalik mo ulit. No? Then, selecting a spade from the deck B, from the deck. So, yung selecting a spade mo is, again, 13 pa rin yung spade mo over 52. No? So, is A and B ba is independent or dependent? Automatically, it's independent. Bakit? Pagkuha mo ng diamond, nung first na pag-chose mo, or the event A, pag nakuha mo na yung card mo, ibabalik mo siya ulit. Independent. Sorry. Ibabalik mo siya ulit. Ibig sabihin, the total of number of cards in the deck is still 52 pa rin kasi binalik mo siya. Pagka bunot mo ngayon ng spades, 52 pa rin yung bubunutan mo. So, ibig sabihin, uh, we have 1/4 here, is equal to 1/4. So, the occurrence of A does not affect the probability of B. So, the events are independent. Pero, for example, hindi ko siya binalik, no? Ibig sabihin, no replacement has occurred. Maapektuhan si B. Kasi magiging 51 na lang. No? Kasi hindi ko binalik. Once na nakuha ko na yung first card ko, hindi ko na siya ibabalik. Okay? So, so ganun, ganun sa independent, no? Ibig sabihin, sa independent, we have a replacement. Ano yung sabi ng replacement natin? Ibabalik natin. Pero kung hindi natin siya ibabalik, ibig sabihin no replacement, mag-change yung denominator natin sa probability of B into 51 kasi hindi mo na siya binalik. Multiplication rule, so sa multiplication rule, the probability that two events A and B will occur in the sequence. So sinasabi natin dito na in a sequence, no? So in a sequence. So dapat yung event mo is naka-sequence siya. Example sa event A, then kukuha ko, then sa event B, kukuha ulit ako. Tapos magkasunod sila. Pareha dun sa kanina na mga magkuha tayo ng mga balls. The chips pala, the red chips, blue chips, and white chips. Those are sequence. Kasi pagkuha mo ng first na blue na chip, susundan mo ngayon ng red na chip. So those sa multiplication rule in sequence siya. Sorry. Okay. So we can just say that the probability of the event A and B, so lalagyan lang natin ng and, okay, is equal to the probability of A multiplied by the probability of the B given A. So the probability of A, tapos i-multiply mo ngayon sa conditional probability ng B given A. So if event A and B are independent, so kung they are mutually exclusive, independent sila, no? Then pwede natin sabihin na then the rule can be simplified to A and B is equal to A probability of A times the probability of B. So if independent, ibig sabihin meron kang replacement na nangyayari, we have P probability of A and B is just equal to the probability of A times the probability of B. So example, if two cards are selected without replacement, no, ibig sabihin, they are dependent. No, without replacement. Ibig sabihin, kumuha ko ng isang card, pagkuha ko ng pangalawang card dun sa deck na yon, hindi ko na ibabalik yung una ko nakuha. Find the probability of selecting a diamond and selecting a spades. So because the card is not replaced, the events are dependent. So this time, the events are dependent kasi nga ibabalik ko without replacement. So first, no, the probability of a diamond, no, so ang probability ng diamond natin, let's say A, si diamond. The probability of the diamond is equal to 13/52. Sorry. And the probability of spade is again um, B, ang probability ng spade natin is equal to like 13/52. But kung magmumultiply tayo, if we get the probability of A and B, no, magmumultiply tayo, we can just say that it's the probability of A times the probability of the B given A. Now, yung ginawa kasi natin is without replacement or dependent siya, this term, no, will not be equal to like 0. And, or will not be equal to probability of B lang. No? Probability of B given A. So, ibig sabihin, the probability of B, kung B lang, it's 13/52. Ibig sabihin, meron kang replacement na ginawa. But the probability of B given A, ibig sabihin, hindi mo na siya binalik si una mong kinuha. So, naapektuhan na yung number of deck of cards mo. So magiging 13/51 na lang. Okay? So, we have the probability of A is equal to 13/52 times the probability of B given A is 13/51. That will give you 0.064. So usually si conditional probability, ibig sabihin naaapektuhan siya, no? Just like this. No? Naaapektuhan yung first sequence mo. Pag pinaghalo mo si multiplication rule pati si conditional probability, replacement ang nangyayari. Ibig sabihin, kung magkakaroon ka ng replacement, uh, wala kang conditional probability. Pero kung magkakaroon ka ng without replacement or dependent siya, no? Hindi mo na siya ibabalik. So, magiging dependent ngayon. Magkakaroon ka ngayon ng conditional probability. Okay, so another example here, a die is rolled and two coins are tossed. So, sa example natin here, we have a die and dalawang coins. Okay? So, find the probability of rolling a die, rolling a 5, and flipping two tails. So, ano yung probability natin makakuha tayo ng 5 here? We have 1 over 6. No? The P of A is 1 over 6. Makakuha tayo ng tail dito, we have 1 half. Makakuha tayo ng tail dito sa pangatlo, we have 1 half again. So, nakaka-apekto ba sila sa isa't isa? Hindi. No, so that's why the probability of A and B and C is equal to uh, 1 over 6 times 1 half, 1 half. That will give you 0.042. So, ibig sabihin, yung isang die, pati yung dalawang coins, tinapon mo. No, tinos mo sila in one tossing lang. Okay, more example here. So in a particular village, there are 60 women and we have 40 men. 20, 20 of those women are 70 years old. So ibig sabihin, 20 here are 70 years old and 5 here sa men are 70 years old. Or older pala, 70 years of age or older. Yes, excuse me, excuse me. Okay, so question here is letter A. What is the probability that a person selected at random in the town will be women? So, ibig sabihin, will be a woman. Yung number of tao natin sa village is 100. Okay? So, letter A. What is the probability that a person selected at random in the town will be a woman? So, ibig sabihin, ang woman natin is 60. So, that's the probability of a woman or pwedeng PA. Nasa sa inyo na yan. We have 60 over 100. So that's gonna give you 0.6. Letter B. What is the probability that a 70 years of age selected at random will be a woman? So, ibig sabihin, woman siya given as you have a 70 years of age. It's a woman na 70 years old. So, ganun ka maglagay, no? What is the probability of a 70 years of age selected at random will be a woman? A woman that is 70 years old. So, ibig sabihin, ilan ba yung probability ng woman natin, tapos, and the probability of, tama ba? Wait lang. Uh, I'm gonna go back line here. Okay, so yung probability ng women natin is 60/100, no? Times, which is a 70 years old. So, yung probability ng 70 years old natin, given that it's a woman, ay, wait ah, multiplication kasi eh, wait lang. Kasi multiplication yan. Conditional na ba tayo? Okay. So, automatic lang pala siya. Hindi pala siya end, sorry. So, woman, 70 years old, is equal to, ilan yung 70 years old natin lahat dito? We have 25, no? So, ibig sabihin, we have a woman na 20/25 is equal to 4/5. No? Letter C. What is the probability that a person selected from the village population will be woman 70 years old or older? No? So, ibig sabihin ngayon, the probability of a woman and then na 70 years old sa village mo. So that's 20 over your 100 sa whole village mo. Ito sa whole 70 years old lang na kasi na division ng mga women. So that will give you 0.2. Okay? Conditional probability and multiplication rule, it is the probability that a second event will occur if the first event already happened. So yun yung sinasabi natin na conditional, no? Ibig sabihin natin, criteria. No? Symbolically, the conditional probability is written as P A given B. Na the probability of A given B. That is read as probability of event A given that B has occurred. The computing formula for the conditional probability of A given B is equal to like this. So the probability of A given B is equal to the probability of A intersect B divided by probability of B. So ganun tayo magkuha ng um, um, conditional probability natin. Actually, ito is galing lang sa multiplication rule natin. Di ba yung multiplication rule natin sinasabi natin na the probability of A and B, sige, balik tayo dito. Saan yung multiplication? Yeah. We say that the multiplication rule, the probability of A and B is equal to probability of A times the probability of B given A has occurred. So, ang gagawin mo, i-divide both side mo na lang siya. No? So, pag divide both side ko nito, the probability of A and B, no? Pag divide both side ko, the probability of A given B, no, is equal to probability of A and B divided by probability of uh, B. So, i-divide ko lang siya. Probability of A. Probability of B. Okay? So, so conditional, almost magkapatid sila ni multiplication. Parang si conditional kasi para siyang kung ano eh, para siyang siya yung division sa probability. Also, again, pwede rin siya express na probability of A intersect B, probability of B divided by probability of B kasi nga and intersect are the same. Yeah, is the same. Provided the probability of B is not equal to zero, ha? Provided that B is not equal to zero. So example, I think ito na yung mga pinaka-last na set of examples. So, number one, let the probability of A is equal to 0.55, the probability of B is equal to 0.35, and the probability of A intersect B is equal to 0.20. So this is a straightforward lang. Find the probability of A given B. Okay? So A given B, automatically, probability of A intersect B, and then whatever yung nasa denominator mo, yun yung magiging denominator mo dito. So that's the probability of B. Okay? So this is equal to 0.2 divided by 0.35. So 0.571. So nakikita natin, dapat yung denominator natin malaki. So lahat ng intersect natin, always a small number compared sa mga individual events natin, probability of the events. Next, the probability of B given A, given that A has occurred, so probability of A intersect B divided by probability of A, that will give you 0.2 over 0.55, that results to 0.364. Number two, a die is rolled. If the result is an even number, what is the probability that it is a perfect square? Okay, so a die is rolled. The result is even number. So if given that event A is the even number, so that's 2, 4, 6, and then NA is equal to 4. Um, and then perfect square. So B, yung perfect square natin 1 and 4, and then NB is equal to 2. So what is the probability that it is if the result is an even number? So given na ang result mo daw, yung if ha, ibig sabihin ng if given. So given na yung result mo is an even number, what is the probability that it's a perfect square? So find the probability that it's a perfect square given that it is an even number. Okay? Ganun magsulat ng conditional probability natin. Always si A yung malaking subset. Oh, so mas malaki naman talaga ang number of points natin doon kay even number 2, 4, 6. Samantalang um, si perfect square natin, si B natin is dalawa lang. So always ang number of points mas malaki doon sa denominator natin sa conditional probability. So let's see. So the probability of B intersect A or A intersect B, pareha lang naman sila. A intersect B divided by the probability of A. Now, ilan yung probability natin na nag-intersect sila? So, ang nag-intersect lang sila sa 4. So, ibig sabihin, the probability that it will intersect is 1 over 6. No? Kasi nag-iisa lang. So, 1 over 6. And then the probability of A is equal to, ilan ba yung A natin? Bakit 4 ang number ko dito? Dapat 3. Sorry. So you have 3. So that's 3 over 6. So cancel si 6, automatically 1/3. 0.333. Number 3, a card is drawn from the deck of 52 cards. So NS automatically is equal to 52. No. Given that the card drawn is a face card, what is the probability of getting a king, a spade, a red card? So letter A natin is a king. No? So, ang gagawin natin, first we have to determine the probability of, given that the probability is a face card. So, pwede natin ilagay probability of a face card. A is a face card ha. So, the probability of a face card, ilan ba yung face cards natin? No? 3 times 4. No? King, Queen, and Jack. Tapos, apat na bulak. Pag sa ating face card, yung mga mukha, yung mga tao doon sa deck natin. So, that's 12 over 52. Okay? So, the probability that it's a king, ilan ba yung king natin? Apat lang, di ba? So, 4 over 52. Now, we have to get the probability that it is a king, no? The probability of getting a king given that it is a face card. Given that the card is a face card. So, that's probability of A intersect B divided by probability of A. Okay, so ano yung intersect nila? Saan sila nag-intersect? It's a king. It's also a face card. So, ibig sabihin, nag-intersect sila apat. Lahat ng king mo are face cards. So, A intersect B, lahat ng face cards mo, lahat ng king mo, the B, ay lahat face cards. So, lahat no nag-intersect. So, that's 4 over 52. Just wait. And, ano yung probability ng A mo? Lahat ng A mo is 12 over 52. Lahat ng face cards mo. So, cancel si 52, ibig sabihin 4 over 12, no, is already 0, 1/3 again. Or 0.333. Okay? Letter B. Doon tayo sa spade. A spade. So, this time, again, the probability of getting a face card, given that it's a face card, so meron tayong the probability of A. Given that it's a face card, 12 over 52. No? And yung spade naman natin, the probability of the spade, let's say C. Ilan ba yung spade natin sa standard deck of cards natin? Ha? Ilan? So yung spade natin is 13. Tama ba? We have ace of spade, two of spades, hanggang king of spades. So we have 13 over 52. So you have to find me the probability of a spade given na it's a face card. So that's probability of A intersect C over the probability of A. So, ang question ngayon is, ilan ba yung spade na face card? Or ilan ba yung face card na spade? No. Ilan yung face card na spade? So, that's the king of spade, queen of spade, and jack of spade. Kasi spade lang yung pinag-usapan. So, tatlo lang sila. So, 3 over 52 over the probability of A. Ano yung probability ng face cards natin? 12 over 52. So, cancel. That will give you 1/4 or 0.25. Okay? And red card. Okay, given that the card is a face card, then what's the probability that it's a red? So, the probability of A pa rin natin is again 12 over 52. The probability of red card. Ilan ba yung red cards natin sa standard deck of cards? No? So, we have, yung red kasi natin is the diamond and the hearts. So, 13 yung diamonds, 13 din yung hearts. So, lahat ng red cards natin is 26 over 52. So, that's, hindi na siya B. Gagawin natin siyang D. So, find the probability that the red card will happen given that it's a face card. So ano yung mga face cards na red? Ha? Ano yung mga face cards na red? We have Jack of Heart, Jack of Diamond, Jack of Hearts, Queen of Diamond, Queen of Hearts, King of Diamond. We have King of Hearts. So anim sila. So we have 6 over 52 and then 12 over 52. So the probability na makakuha ka ng red card na na given na it's a face card is 1/2. 6/12. No? So, probability na makakuha ka ng red na card given that it is a face card. Number 4. Lapit na. Number 4, a vendor has 35 balloons on strings. So, 20 balloons are yellow, 8 are red, 7 are green. So, you have a 35 balloons and then we have 20 are yellow, 8 are red, and we have 7 are green. Okay, so equals 35. A balloon was selected at random and sold. So lahat na makuha mo na balloon, randomly selected mo, i-sold mo. Given that the balloon selected and sold is yellow, so ibig sabihin, nakakuha ka na ng yellow mo. What is the probability that the next balloon selected and sold at random is also yellow? So ibig sabihin, gagawin natin, magkakaroon ka ng the probability of yellow. Yung first na kinuha mo is yellow, tapos and yellow. Nagsunod ka ng yellow. Yellow and yellow. Okay? So, first, the probability of getting a yellow here is equal to 20 over 35. Now, once nakakuha ka ng yellow, isosolve mo siya. Question, ibabalik mo pa ba? Hindi na, kasi sinold mo na. No? Sinel mo na pala. Naibenta mo na. So, yung probability na makakakuha ka uh, given that the balloon is sold is first is yellow, ngayon, ang next na ibebenta mo, yung ilan na lang yung natira na yellow. So, 19 yung natira na yellow, given na nabenta mo yung una, and then ilan na yung balloon na meron sa kamay mo? 34. So, 20 over 35 times 19 over 34, that's gonna give you 0.319. Okay, number 5. Given the 25 microwaves are on display, so you have 25 microwaves. So, and 2 are defective. So, 2 defective. A customer wishes to buy 2 microwaves and pick up without replacement. Find the probability that the two are defective. So, ibig sabihin, yung first mo, nag-pick ka, no? This is the first pick mo and second pick. First and second. So, ang first na probability mo is 2 over 25. Ngayon, without replacement, ibig sabihin, nung kinuha mo yung first na microwave, hindi mo siya sinauli sa may-ari. No? So, times 1 na lang yung natira na defective sa 24. So, the probability na makakuha ka ng dalawang defective, ang malas naman, no? Like, sa 25 microwaves, tas dalawa lang yung defective mo, makuha mo talaga yung dalawa magkasunod. So that's 2 over 2 for 25 times 24. That's 0.0033. Pero sobrang liit naman ang probability. Tingnan mo ang probability. Halos close to zero. So, maliit lang yung chance na makakuha ka ng sunod-sunod na defective. Or sobrang liit or close to none. Number 6. Should women participate in a combat? So we have a survey here na question, should women participate in a combat? Yung male nagsabi, yes, maraming nagsabi ng male yes sa no. Sa female naman, maraming nagsabi ng no, no? So, siyempre yung mga women or yung female ayaw nila ng combat kaya magno-no talaga sila. So, lahat naman nag-yes, lahat na nag-yes is all yes. Automatically, ang nag-all yes is 32 plus 8, that's 40. We say all no, lahat ng nag-no is 18 plus 42, that's 5, that's 60. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng participants is equal to 100. No? Ilan yung lahat ng male? All male. We have 32 plus 18. 50. So, lahat ng male is 50. Then, all female is 50 again. Again, lahat niyan is 100. Now, question. Find the probability that the respondent answered yes. 6. Find the probability that the respondent answered yes given that the respondent was a female. Okay. So, ilan ba yung nag-respond ng yes? The probability that nag-respond ng yes. Ilan lahat ang nag-respond ng yes? All yes na lang natin. All yes. Ilan na nag-yes natin? 40 over 100. Given that the respondent was a female, all female, ilan ang female natin? 50. No? So, find the probability that the respondent say yes given that the respondent was a female. Probability that is a yes given that is a female. So, ibig sabihin, 40, no? This is um, probability of a probability of yes intersect the female over the probability of the female. Okay, so ano yung probability na yes siya at the same time female? Yes and female, 8. So that's 8 over 100. Now, what is the probability that it's all female? It's 50 over 100. So, cancel si 100, you have 8 over 50 or just equal to 0.16. Letter B. Find the probability that the respondent was a male given that the respondent answered no. So, probability na male siya pero respondent answered no. Okay, so probability that male answered no. So, the probability of male na nag-no, probability ng nag-no. Okay, yung probability ng male and nag-no is 18. So, that's 18 over 100. And nag-probability ng nag-no, lahat na nag-no, so lagay ko na lang dito, the probability of all no is equal to 18 plus 42, that's 60. So, ibig sabihin, lahat na nag-no is 60 over 100, cancel si 100. You now have 0.3. Okay? Number 7. Ito, dalawang numbers na lang. Number 7, a box contains 3 red. So you have 3 red, 8 black. Both are balls. If two balls are drawn in succession without replacement, ibig sabihin, hindi mo na siya binalik. So first ball, uh, and then, hindi mo na siya ibabalik. Kukunin mo na si first ball mo. Okay. So, both are red. Wow, what is the probability that both are red? So, probability that both are red. So, ang una mong kinuha si red and nagkuha ka pa ng another red. Pwede mo rin itong isulat ng P red. Pwede mo isulat yan ha. Ng P red tapos end. So, intersect red. Pwede, pwede mo yung isulat ha. Pero, yeah, for the sake na parang mapakita ko na it's end. So, red. Ang first na red na nakuha mo is 3 over, ilan to? 11. 3 over 11. Ngayon, pagkuha mo ng red, hindi mo na siya na ibalik. So, ang natitira na lang is 2 sa 10. Okay, so that's gonna give you 0.0545. B, the first ball is red, so the probability that it's a red, and the second ball is black. Red and black. Again, no replacement pa rin to ha. No replacement pa rin. So, ibig sabihin, the probability of getting a red is 3 over 11 times the probability of getting a black is 8 over 10. 10 na lang kasi kinuha mo na yung una. Hindi mo na binalik. So, that's gonna give you 0.218. Tama ba? 3 times 8 over 218. And finally, the last question. A box contains, pareha pa rin. We have 3 red balls and we have 8 black. If 2 balls are drawn with replacement, so with replacement na ibig sabihin, ibabalik mo. What's the probability that it's a both red? So both red, P red and red is equal to, ang first mo is we have 3 over 11. Now, binalik mo ulit yung red na nakuha mo. So, ang meron ulit doon is 3 pa rin and then 11. So, C, it's 9 over 11 is 0.0744. So, let's compare. Pag nag, so the probability kung without replacement ka sa both sa red is 0.0545. Pero pag with replacement, binalik mo is 0.07444. Automatically, mas malaki ang chance na makakuha ka ng red, both are red, if binalik mo yung una mong nakuha. Okay? Pag ibabalik mo yung una mong nakuha. So, So, this is the end, I think. Sige, so summary lang. Anyway, pareho lang man din sa lessons natin. Pag sinabi ting or, no, either or, mag-a-add lang tayo ng probability nila. So, the chance of rolling either 2 or 3 on a die is 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 is equal to 1/3. Pag end naman tayo, automatically, it's intersect. So, the probability of two events both happening is a product of their individual probabilities. I-times mo lang yung mga probability nila, basta end. So, yung mga end natin, pwede silang multiplication rule, no, which is a sequence. Pwede silang maging sequence. So, for example, what is the probability of rolling 2 on one die and 2 on the second die? So, 1 times 6, 1 over 6 times 1 over 6. Note that the events have to be independent, no? Pero kung dependent sila, maggagawa ka ngayon nung conditional mo. No? Given B, probability of B given A, parang ganun. Not rule naman, automatically, the chance of event not happening is 1 minus the chance of it happening. No, so 1 minus lang. For example, the chance of not getting a 2 on a die is 1 minus 1 over 6 because 1 over 6 is getting a 2 on a die. So not getting it is 1 minus 1 over 6. So this rule can be very useful. No? So combining rules, meron tayong mga rules na pwede natin i-combine natin si and si or. So nagkakaroon lang ng mga confusing. So that's why it's very important na nilalagay natin yung each of the individual na probabilities. No, so for example, what is the chance of rolling 2 dice and getting a 2 and a 5? So the trick is there are 2 ways to accomplish this. First is 2 on a die A, then 5 on a die B, or 5 on a die A and 2 on a die B. So each possibility has 1 of 36 counting. Since dalawa sila, so ipa-plus mo, 1 over 36 plus 1 over 36 is equal to 2 over 36 is equal to 1 over 18. So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng homework here. Um, and that's it. That's the conclusion of the probability. No, that's the conclusion of the probability. So thank you very much, and just wait for my announcements.